You've obviously played on title teams, you played on great teams. How confident are you that this group can build the camaraderie that it needs to reach that level?
Well, we mean camaraderie.
Everybody being on the same page.
I mean, we're always on the same page, I think.
You think last year, at the end of last year, you guys were on the same page?
Did we have our whole team?
Some guys were hurt.
Did we have our whole team in the playoff? Did we have our whole team towards the end of this, like after All-Star break? It's kind of hard to build camaraderie when you don't have guys playing. If you compare us to the great teams in the league, we've been together for 2-3 years, you know what I'm saying? So we got thrown together the last 2 years, 3 years. This is also a new iteration of the Nets as well.
Nets Nation, it's your boy AJ back again. It's Nets Kingdom, hashtag we go hard. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any breaking Nets news. Also follow me on Instagram and TikTok and on Twitter. We're on all social platforms. Type in Nets Kingdom. Make sure you guys give us a follow. So this is going to be the day 3 and day 4 training camp breakdown, but I'm going to also drop some day 5 footage that the Nets released. So stay tuned for that later on YouTube. But we're going to talk about what happened on day 3 and day 4. So the first thing I want to talk about is the change of offense. Nash gave us a little bit of insight about how the offense is going to change. So I'm going to read to you what Nash said. He said, changing some of our schemes and we'll be resetting in a lot of ways. On offense, that means a more wide open offense that will depend less on isolation plays. The Nets led the league in ISOs last season. And as Patty Mills said Thursday, that led to stagnant sets. Definitely felt the stagnant type of offense last year. It's just we had to find a way to keep the ball moving, and we didn't in the playoffs. You know, that's how the Celtics kind of keyed in on us, because we were just ISO, and it was so easy to shut down. You know, we lacked that consistency of keeping the ball moving during the playoffs. So it's good to hear Nash talk about the offense is going to change and be less ISO driven. I really hope that's how it is, and I'm looking forward to Coach IGOR, what he's going to implement the new system in training camp, and I hope the players buy in, because we need a new offense. We definitely need a new offense. We should have at least a top 3 offense in the NBA this year. That should be a fact. So they talked about that. And then also I want to talk about what Nash said about about what Kyrie said about the offense last year. Kyrie quoted, "You look at some of our possessions last year, it was a lot of one-on-one." He said, you guys talked about it often, and we were all aware of it. That offense, when the ball sticks, it's just not the greatest brand of basketball. You can play. We're giving the defense some nights off when we just go one-on-one. Then Kyrie talked about Ben Simmons. He said, having Ben be one of our lead guards and help him getting up and down the court, the ball is moving, the ball is hopping. It feels good. Everybody feels good. That's all that matters. So you guys saw that Kyrie was talking about having Ben on the team, that he's such a great point guard, that it's just influencing a lot of ball movement in these training camps, you know. And then if there's footage I'm going to drop of day 5, you guys are going to see it's so much ball movement. The ball is hopping, everybody's moving, the pace looks great. So Ben is having a big impact on our you can see on the offense and on the ball movement with the team, because he's just so influential with that. He's a gifted passer. So it's good to have Ben Simmons on the team. Also with KD, KD got interviewed. We're going to talk about a little bit what KD said. Now, during this interview with KD, the Nets basically were asking him about, not the Nets, the media was asking him about what happened in the offseason again, because, you know, this is going to be a story of the season. They're always going to ask KD about what happened. And basically, KD was just trying to say, can we move past it? You know, we all good. He said, I'm going to quote here, "I felt like we had a good team. I felt like this is a place that I said I wanted to be, and we're starting to set something up in the future to be a solid team. To be honest, I thought the Nets was still a great option too. I didn't want a trade request to get in the way of the games being played." He said, "I still love my teammates. I love playing at the Barclays, so I felt like regardless, it's going to be an easy decision to come back and play because I love to hoop." So KD just reiterating what we all thought. He's a hooper. He wants to hoop. He never wanted, a lot of speculation when people thought KD was going to hold out. He didn't want to play. You know, that's not in KD's nature. KD is a hooper. He wants to play. He loves the routine of the NBA. He loves the routine of playing and practice and everything. So he wanted to do it in the off season, address, you know, the issues he had with Josiah and Sean Marks. He wanted to address that in the off season and not during the season. So that's basically the gist of what he was saying. He said we're still a family and all that. So it's good to hear KD just reiterating why he loves Brooklyn and why he wanted to stay. So also KD talked about he's going to play all 4 preseason games. He says, I plan to play all 4 preseason games. He said, I'm not sure about minutes, but I plan to play in all 4 preseason games. So that's good news. So it seems like KD is going to play in all 4 preseason games. We know he's going to get limited minutes, but it's like, are we going to see the big 3 on Monday? We could possibly see the big 3 on Monday, because it's hard to believe that if KD is going to play in all these preseason games, even if it's just for first quarter, we got to see Kyrie and Ben. Like, just for chemistry purposes, it's like, I doubt that we'll not see them all 3 together. So I think we're going to see the big 3 on Monday. So make sure you guys still stay tuned for that preseason game. Well, just a little glimpse, you know, just a little first quarter, maybe 8 minutes glimpse of what Ben, KD, and Kyrie can do. So just stay tuned for that. Also, we got some injury updates. Seth is getting closer. We might see Seth in a couple preseason games too. Again, TJ Warren, we won't see TJ Warren for a long time. And that's about it. So let me know in the comments how you guys feel about the Nets new offense. What do you guys think? What do you guys envision for the Nets offense going into this year with Ben Simmons? Let me know in the comments how you guys feel about that. Let me know in the comments how you guys feel about Steve Nash mentioning about the new offense, and also about KD. How you feel about KD's comments, you know, about team chemistry, also KD talked about we have a bigger team this year. So they asked KD about, what do you think the difference is between this roster and last year's roster? And he said, guys, we have a bigger versatile team. Last year with the Boston Celtics, we played a lot of guys under 6'3", and it wasn't good for us. So that's a good point that KD made. We do have a lot more size. We addressed the wing position. We have a lot more wings than last year, a lot more wing defense. You think about our team, we start 3 6'11" guys that can all move. So we started 3, just off the bat with the Nets, we started 3 6'11" guys. So that's a tough matchup for any team. 3 6'11" guys that can guard all 3 positions, or all 5 positions, and that can, you know, that are mobile. That's kind of tough. And then you think about coming off the bench, we got Markieff is 6'8", Yuta 6'9", Kessler Edwards 6'8", TJ Warren 6'8", Royce O'Neal 6'4", 6'5". So we definitely got more. We addressed the wing, and we have more length this year. So that's just good, positive news for the Nets. Let me know about the roster. Let me know how you guys feel about the new roster, new updates in this video. Again, stay tuned for day 5. Day 5 is happening as we speak. So make sure you guys hit that like button. Follow us on all socials. It's your boy AJ. I'm out.